are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good.
Good, good.
Really good, actually.
Really good. Sounds really good.
Yeah.
What's going on?
So I went to a party last night.
Wow. How was it?
It was actually a lot of fun.
Nice. What did you do?
Um,
I'm sorry. Who did you go with?
I went with the two friends that I have dinner with all the time. The girl, she's in a sorority, and so they were having a big, holiday party, and so she, was kind of like anxious about going by herself, so she asked if I would come with her. So I said yes, because I thought about what we were talking about and what you said about, that maybe I am clever, like I just figured I should try it out and see how maybe if I've improved or not. And I was like, okay, sure. So I went to the party, and it was a lot of fun. Like, people actually were like talking to me, and like I was talking back, and there was a little alcohol there, so that kind of helped with the nervousness. But it was wonderful. Like, I wound up staying there till like 2 a.m. and
Wow.
yeah, it was a lot of
I'm
fun.
so proud of you. I'm
Thank
very
you.
happy to hear that.
Yeah, it's new. It's different. I really like it, actually.
It's a good news.
Yeah, it's a good new.
So, we only had 4 sessions from your school, and today is going to be our last session, and we will have to terminate. And I was wondering, how do you feel about it?
I actually feel pretty optimistic about it, like especially going to that party and like kind of like testing out some of the things we talked about. I think I've definitely opened up a bit.
Good.
And I just continue like kind of working on it myself, and I definitely think I'd be okay with us terminating, just because it was so much fun, and now that I know that it's fun and I don't have to worry, it opens a whole bunch of new doors for me.
I just want you to remember, change is a process. It doesn't happen in one day. And I'm happy that you started this process and you actually started to reinforce yourself and reinforce what you learned here and what we talked about. But just remember, it's going to take time, and you're going to make it, and you have a lot of knowledge now, and hopefully you're going to be able to apply everything we talked about in a real situation.
Yeah, I definitely know it's a process, because I was still nervous to go, and like it still took me, good half hour to kind of warm up to people. And,
It's natural.
And I don't want to rely on alcohol or anything either, so like it's definitely going to be, a process and a long time until I'm this crazy party social butterfly.
Yeah.
But, I definitely think there's a small change.
That's what you want to be, like butterfly. I mean, that's the goal.
It'd be nice to, try that kind of way of experiencing college for a change, is, developing more of my social aspects of just studying.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Do you remember what your goal were when you first came here?
Yes. I wanted to learn to be more outgoing, to survive an actual conversation, to, find out ways to get over my embarrassment in class if I say a wrong answer. Yeah, I kind of wanted you to tell me reasons why I should stay, when in reality, like, I knew the reasons why I should stay in school.
Do you know it now?
I think so, yeah.
Can you tell me?
I think college is the only pathway to get to the career that I want.
Mm-hmm.
And school and all that, and it's necessary. And although I may not be the most social person, it doesn't mean I have to drop all my goals in the future. Like, there's so much more than just talking to people.
Right.
And that's something that can change, so why give up on, my career and all this education I've already put, forward towards it? I don't know.
I'm very happy to hear you talking like that. You made a lot of changes. I just want to kind of verify that you will know what to do in a situation that will feel anxious. It might happen. It's very natural for us to be anxious. We just need to know how to react to it. So I will present you with kind of few scenarios. I wanted to see what will be your response, and we'll take it from there.
Okay.
So let's say tomorrow you go to school and once again you have the professor asks the questions and you have the courage to stand up and say the answer. And the answer is incorrect. How would you feel?
I probably still feel a little bit embarrassed, and I don't think I'd run out of the room like I did before. But I'd have to just kind of like suck it up and just be like, okay, you know, I was wrong. It's okay to be wrong.
How could you release this feeling of embarrassment?
Try not to focus on all the negative thoughts and just kind of like breathe and just, you know, tell myself it's okay. Like everyone gets wrong answers. Like people aren't laughing at
Thank
me.
you. Perfect. Very happy to hear that. That will be your steps. Yeah. Everybody makes wrong answers. Everybody feels once in a while embarrassed, and it's natural. We live in a social context, and you know how it is.
Yeah.
And yeah, it sounds pretty good. Let's say that tomorrow you go to a party, and you saw a person you're really interested to talk to. What would you do?
Well, after this party, I think I'd feel okay to approach them, depending on if they're like with a group or with, you know,
Of
if they're by
course.
themselves. You know, I don't want to make a fool of myself, but
Mhm.
I'd kind of gauge the situation, and if they seemed open to meeting new people, I think I'd go and say hi.
Very
At least I'd
nice.
try to.
Very nice. How do you feel about this whole process, and what, you know, how do you feel that you change?
I feel really good about it, actually. Like, I feel like I needed that push from you to, you know, do that. So I'm really thankful that you were able to give me that push. I'm very happy with myself that I'm kind of breaking out of my shell, and that you've just been wonderful at helping me realize like which thoughts are negative and irrational, and you know, just completely like shattering all this little shell that I've been in for the past, you know, 2 years. And I feel really good about, you know, trying out new things now, and hopefully making more friends.
I'm sure you will.
I think more friends would make college a lot more fun than just books.
Yeah, I'm sure. It's part of the experience, people say, you
Mhm.
know. I wanted to ask you one more thing. Ran out of my mind. Wow, it went out. Okay. How do you do with your friends? Are you still going to?
Yeah, I'm still doing the lunches because, you know, our schedules, it's the only thing that allows us to hang out. So I'm still going to dinner with them, still hanging out with them, and I think they were surprised at my reaction at the party, so I think they're going to try and invite me to more things. So
You can also ask them whether, you know, they have any plans.
yeah,
That could be a next step. I mean, whenever you feel comfortable, you can initiate going out.
that's true. That
It's
is
another
true.
thing you
I
can
do
take
that.
into consideration.
Mhm.
I also suggest you to keep the journal that you wrote throughout the process,
Okay.
and you know, it will help you kind of figure out if you have any other pattern of thoughts that keeps you away from accomplishing what you want to do, and will help you kind of keep track of where you are. And if you see a negative thought that's reoccurring in the journal, you would be able to figure out, to make the connection. Remember how we took the scenario, we asked what was the automatic thought, how it made us feel,
Mhm.
and what did we do in response to
Right.
the thought.
Mhm.
And then what would you do when you figure out what was the automatic thought, the negative thought?
Yeah, well, if I notice the negative thought, you know, I'll kind of do what you did the last session and try and find, like, reasons why it's true and, like, reason why it's not true, just so I can make sure that it's, you know,
Validate it.
yeah, exactly. I would like to validate that thought, and if it's not validated, then it, you know, I have no right to think that. So,
You always have the right to think what you think. We just always have to remember that we as human social creatures, if I can say, we respond to things in our environment, and sometimes we can not see the scenario as it is because of our experiences and because of our history, and because some people are more sensitive than other people. We just have to put things back into a frame of that makes sense, that doesn't make sense.
Right.
Any other concerns, something that...
The only thing I'd have to say is I'm still nervous about like dating. Like I'm still really nervous about like one-on-one dates and stuff. What would you suggest if I start to freak out on a date and I don't know, I feel like I need a little bit more guidance on what to do if I over freak out, like do I apologize to the person? Like I wouldn't know what to do.
Like when just now I had a moment of blanking out. Did you notice that? What did you think about it? How did you feel about it?
I thought it was fine. Like I just thought, you just blanked out.
It happens.
Mhm.
It's natural.
Mhm.
I mean, we have a conversation. I need to know what I want to say.
Mhm.
It doesn't always happen. Sometimes, you just have a lot of things on your mind and it just runs out of your mind.
Mhm.
It's okay.
If I need to consult you, would I still be able to?
Of course.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Most definitely. We can always, if you have any, situation where you feel that you need to go back to therapy, I encourage you to do so. My doors always be open for you. But try as much as you can to see how you can handle a situation on your own,
Okay.
to see how you can figure out. I just want us to go back to the dating thing
Okay.
before we wrap up. But remember the relaxation techniques that you did. I don't know if you still do it, do you?
I do actually.
It's something that I would suggest to do before
Okay.
you go out. I personally read a paper about I'm sorry, the name ran out of my mind. I forgot the name, I'm sorry. I can email it to you when I'll remember it. But it's basically going in your, having the music like you did,
Mhm.
taking that breath, working on the way you breathe, and thinking in your mind how you want to see the scenario,
Mhm.
guiding your you imagining what's going to happen in the day, but you do it on a very positive note.
Okay.
So, for example, if I have a date today, so I'm going to close my eyes, I'm going to listen to the music, I'm going to make sure I'm calm, and then I'll start kind of rehearsing what I need to do, meaning, okay, I get dressed, I feel good about myself, you imagine yourself looking in front of the mirror, so positive and feel good, and then I walk out, I get to the restaurant, I see the guy, I sit down, I laugh, all those little stuff.
Mhm.
And then when you go out, it's just, in the research, it was shown that people had more self-confidence. You can try it. Another thing I think that would be helpful is if does happen when you feel anxious, just remind yourself that this person in front of you, you don't know what's going on with this person, man.
Right.
And don't make the decision for them.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. I could freak out right now when,
Mhm.
I'm supposed to help you right here and I'm blinking out. I don't know what's going on in your mind. I could have think, oh my God, she thinks about me that I'm not good enough, I'm not going to help her.
Mhm.
But there's always the other side of, oh, maybe she didn't even notice it, maybe it was very natural to her. Just try to think that,
Okay.
and see how it goes. But again, take one day at a time, one step at a time. Don't expect yourself to go from one end to the other end. It's going to take time. It's a process. Remember to reinforce yourself. Remember we talked about reinforcements and rewarding yourself. And remember that all people do mistakes, and it's something very natural.
Yeah, you're right, very right. Wow. See, the more I talk to you, the more it just clarifies everything. You're a great motivator.
Sure, thank you, but I'm sure you have enough knowledge to do it. And you can always use your friends. You can always ask for suggestions, help.
Mhm.
That's what our friends are there for. Some people can be more open, and some people can be more, close. But
Mhm.
you can try out, talk to your friend the brother or the sister.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to the sister, you can talk to the brother, he's a man, you know.
Mm-hmm.
You can
That's
ask
true.
for the opinion, how would you feel if, what should I do? It's, you know, it's nice to have suggestions from people that know you as well as they know you, and see how it goes.
I did, yeah.
And it's just trial and error.
Mm-hmm.
Try, see how it works, doesn't work, try something else. And again, if at any point you feel like you need to see me again, my door will always be open for you. Just as you know, it's not going to be out of the school financing it, because we had it 4 sessions, so it's something you would need to consider. But other than that, my door is always open for you.
Okay, thank you.
Good. So I think we covered the goals, and you feel that you accomplished it, or
I
you're
do.
on the way to accomplish it.
I do. I feel like I'm definitely heading in the right direction. I feel like I've definitely accomplished a lot of my smaller goals. I feel so much better about approaching these situations now. Because I feel like I have the set of tools that I need to calm myself if I do start to freak out.
Very nice. What about school? We didn't talk about, you gave me the reasons why to stay in school, but remember I asked you to go to a class at least for 15 minutes a day. How did it go?
I did go to class, and it kind of felt nice to be back. Like, I kind of missed it almost in a weird way. I didn't answer any questions. I just kind of sat in the back and I listened and took notes and stuff, and it was just kind of nice to be kind of normal again. I felt like I was kind of like a kid coming out of timeout, just like, okay, I can go back to being myself again.
Did you stay for 15 minutes, for more than 15 minutes?
I actually stayed for 45.
Which is the whole class, part of the class?
It's the whole class. He ended a little early.
Wow, I'm so happy to hear that.
Yeah, I got caught up, and I was like, only gonna sit there for 15 minutes. I was like, no, it's okay, it's 15. And I got caught up in the lesson, and before I knew it, he was dismissing everybody.
Very
and
nice.
Surprised me. I was like, I stayed for the whole thing.
Very nice. Can you tell me how you felt? What did you think while sitting there?
I felt good. I felt comfortable. I was a little nervous when I first walked in, though, just because I didn't know what to expect, and I didn't want him to call on me or point out that I'd been gone for so long, and it never came up, and so I just kind of sat in the back, and I, learned the lesson at hand, and I took notes, and the person next to me actually made a joke about one of the problems on the board, and it made me laugh a little, so it kind of relaxed me. But
sounds very good. Did you go? It was only one class this week, or you had more than one class?
There was 2 classes, but I only went to one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why didn't you go to the other one? Just out of curiosity.
The other one I had work, so I had to skip it. It was an emergency shift I had to cover. So.
Okay. So it wasn't, you didn't want to go, you just couldn't.
Right.
Okay. That sounds very good. It sounds like you're doing very well.
Yeah.
And I hope that you will be able to apply everything that you learn. It seems like you already do it. And as I said before, I'm going to send you the email with the research about the relaxation technique. I do encourage you to keep the journal, kind of highlight the things that you see patterns.
Okay.
Other than that, my door is always open. It was a pleasure meeting you. And I guess that's it.
Yeah. Thank you so much. You've helped so much.
No problem. Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm happy to hear it. Okay?
All right.
Bye.
Bye.